Good morning everyone. Today we are going to discuss a new chapters that is called fats and oils. So first of all we will give the introduction. Before going to discuss the fats and oils, we should discuss the what is lipids, what is fatty acid, because fats and oils are the ester of fatty acid and glycerol. Fats and oils are the esters of fatty acid and glycerol. So already you have studied in the biochemistry what do we mean by fatty acid and what do we mean by lipids. First I am going to discuss what do we mean by lipids. So lipids are ester of fatty acid and glycerol, ester of fatty acid and glycerol. But lipids basically complex. They contain either glycerol or fatty acid. Now lipids are classified into following groups. Number one is called simple lipids. Number two is called complex lipids. Number third is called derived lipids. Now what is simple or homolipids? Simple lipids are also called as homolipids. Means here simple lipids are generally consist of ester of fatty acid as well as glycerol. Ester of fatty acid as well as glycerol. Because we know that what is ester? Ester means they are the combined form of the acids or glycerol. So when alcohols and acid reacts to form a ester. Now what does it mean simple or homolipids? So they are the ester of fatty acid with glycerol. Now example, fats and oils. Fats and oils are the very common example of the simple lipids. So what does it mean fats and oils? Now fats are the ester of fatty acid and glycerol, but the fat contain saturated fatty acids, and oils are the also ester of fatty acid, but they contain unsaturated fatty acid. Now it is clear. Fats are the ester of saturated fatty acid as well as the glycerol, whereas oils are the ester of fatty acid, but it is a ester of unsaturated fatty acids. Next, waxes. Waxes is also an important example of the simple lipids. What is waxes? Wax, it is also an ester of fatty acid with high molecular weight of monohydric alcohols. Means wax are the simple lipids. They are also ester of fatty acid, but with a high molecular weight of monohydric alcohols. What do we mean monohydric alcohols? Monohydric alcohols are the alcohols which contain only single hydroxyl group, that is known as monohydric alcohols. Here I am showing the structure of the ester. That is, I told fatty acid. I told that oils or fats is a ester of fatty acid. That fatty acid either may be saturated or unsaturated with alcohol. Here alcohol is glycerol. You see here I am showing the structure. That is the structure of triacyl glycerol. Means here three molecules of fatty acid react with the glycerol to form the triacyl glycerol. So this is the ester of a simple form of the ester of fatty acid or triacyl glycerol. Next, compound lipids. What do we mean compound lipids? You see here, the compound lipids also known as heterolipids. Simple lipids known as homolipids, and complex lipid is known as heterolipids. So now they are classified into following groups. You have already studied in the biology. Number one is called phospholipids. Number two is called glycolipids. Number three is called derived lipids. Now what is phospholipids? Phospholipids are the complex lipids which contain the ester of fatty acid, but ester of fatty acid, but they contain proteins, phosphoric acid, along with the alcohols. So that's why they are called phospholipids. So phospholipids are the ester of fatty acid and alcohol, but they contain additional functional group that is called as phosphoric acid or amino acids, carbohydrates or other functional groups. Remember that one. Phospholipids are the ester of fatty acid plus alcohol. Here alcohol is glycerol. But along with this additional functional group, that is phosphoric acid, amino functional group and other functional groups are added. That's why they are called as phospholipids. Phospholipid means lipid is the ester of fatty acid, along with it contain the phosphoric acid functional group. Here phospholipids are classified in two groups. One is called glycerophospholipids, second one is called sphingolipids. In case of glycerophospholipids, the alcohol is glycerol, and in case of sphingolipids, the alcohol is sphingosine. Now, these are the examples of the phospholipids. What are the examples of phospholipids? Already you have studied. Number one is called phosphatidylcholine. Phosphatidyl inositol, phosphatidyl ethanol amine, phosphatidyl serine. So, phosphatidylcholine, phosphatidyl ethanol amine, phosphatidyl serine, phosphatidyl inositol. These all are the example of phospholipids. I already told they are the ester of fatty acid and glycerol plus other functional groups. I am showing the structure here. See first one.